Welcome back everyone, my name is Echo and I hope you're having a great day. Today's Minecraft video, we're back on Minecraft Java Edition for the latest 1.16 Nether Snapshot. Now today's snapshot is a huge game changer for Minecraft because as of today, we now have a respawnable method inside the Nether. It's not done with beds. So today's snapshot is the version 20w12a. Remember guys, everything you see in today's video is subject to change, tweak, or even removal. But I think you guys are going to fully enjoy this. Now I know we currently have Nether betas going on for the Bedrock version. We could see a brand new beta tomorrow. If not, we could see this feature as early as next week. Right, I'm going to stop talking. Let's go to game. And let's go through this week's changes. So what you can currently see behind me is the new block introduced. Now this block is the new respawnable method inside of this dimension. It's not done with beds. Now this right here is called the respawn anchor, but it doesn't work exactly how you're expecting it to work. Now in terms of obtaining this and crafting this, you are going to need 6 crying obsidian and 3 glowstone. This is what you need to do inside of your crafting grid. So if we grab ourselves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we grab ourselves 2, 3, the outcome will be the respawn anchor. Now, this being crying obsidian, guys, is obtained via bartering via this dude. So obviously, bartering is now going to become a little bit more useful if we give this guy some golden ingots. In return, he's going to start throwing a couple of items. Now, you are going to need 6 crying obsidian. It might take you quite some time to obtain it because as you can see, he's throwing gravel. They throw gravel, ender pearls, potions, iron nuggets. Now, the bartering's had a lot of tweaking, so there could be more tweaks and changes for this. But there you go. There we go. How many did he give us then, though? He gave us, was it 4? We combine these together. I think he gave us possibly a couple of them. So that's good. So it looks like the bartering might... There's even more. Okay, so... okay, the percentage chances of obtaining this is pretty easy. I think he gave us 2 then, possibly 3. So that's good to see. I'm going to leave him to do his business. Now, some of you might be thinking the same as me, and replacing your glowstone with shroomlight, it looks a lot more prettier compared to glowstone. Well, you are still going to need your glowstone, because once you obtain the respawn anchor, in terms of setting your spawn, you have to right-click on this. Now, there is a couple of different options. You can set, it's kind of like lives. You basically have like 4 of them in terms of being able to use the same respawn point inside the Nether. Now, if we right-click on this, as you guys can see, we've got one little thing here. It's like a portal block right there. If we do it again, that's 2. Again, that's 3. And again, that's 4. So these are classed as basically your lives. So that's as full as it gets. Now, once I right-click on this one more time, have to be without anything in your hand. This is going to set your spawn point. So when I die, I'm going to respawn right next to this block. So here's what this one looks like. There's 2. There's 3. And there is 4. Right, I'm going to kill myself. So we're just going to go and jump off into lava. Is there any lava down there? I'm pretty sure that might kill me. / game mode... survival. And the reason why we're going to survival, we've got to watch out for the piglins, is if you see this right here, guys, we have 4 of them. Once we die, it's going to take one of them away. So, let's go. Now we're dead. Now, once we respawn right next to this, and it takes away a life. Now, again, this happens... I actually haven't done this multiple times, so if we kill ourselves... a couple more times here, this should take away this. So that's 2. This is 3. Because I'm curious if the block will disappear or if it just is no longer functional. Now, if we kill ourselves now, that is all of them used. Now, if I kill myself, this possibly should spawn me inside of the overworld. And it spawned me inside of the overworld. So you are going to have to use your glowstone and make sure your respawn points are regularly updated. So I have to admit, I'm pretty happy with this. It's not with beds, something unique. It's something that you're going to have to obtain if you do want to set respawn inside of this dimension. I will also show you this inside the overworld. They've basically done an uno reverso with beds inside of here and these blocks inside of the overworld. Some other changes, just like the bedrock version, basalt now has a polished variation. This is what it looks like when it's in the floor, and it can also be placed sideways. These ones look more like logs than they do any form of basalt. Now, the same way this works for any other polished variation is you put it in this way. That's not the way, actually. That is slightly different. If we type in... Hold on, this is slightly different. How do we obtain you? It doesn't seem to be the same on Java PC. Something tells me, I don't know why, that we might need to smelt this. If we go to coal, something tells me we might have to do it this way. And that is going to be the way to get it. Okay, that was unexpected. So I'm not entirely sure if they're going to keep this method or make it the same way you obtain it on that version, and the outcome is the polished variation. That was a little bit of a surprise. So something we've been waiting for quite some time is that warped nylium and crimson nylium. When you bone meal them, the outcome will be the sprouts. I don't know why that went on there. That's surprising. It's the same for this one as well. When you bone meal them, you can get the sprouts from these ones. That is something we've been waiting to be introduced for quite some time. Very simple change, but a new one introduced this week. So something else that has been updated this week is that hoes are now classed as the tool to mine your sponge. Whether you're using a wooden one, an iron one, a diamond one, or even a netherite one. Now this is the same for wet sponge, but since we're inside the nether, of course, wet sponge instantly turns to sponge. So I'll show you guys in the overworld. Now last but not least, there has been a new change to baby piglins on baby hoglins. They would do some form of acrobatic, I don't know what it is, a flip or something like that. Now, I'm yet to see it, and I've been watching this guy for quite some time. He just keeps getting off and on. I'm going to try and get myself another baby that's not holding an item and see if this actually works. So we've got another baby one here. The other one was holding a leather item. This one's not holding anything at all, and that is most certainly something new. I've never seen that before, so I'm guessing you can have multiple babies on top of the hoglins. Now, that is something new. That is definitely what they were talking about then. All right, let's go to the overworld. A couple more things to go through. So just like I showed you guys for normal sponge, for wet sponge, hoes are now classed as the tool of choice to mine this, which I guess makes sense. We are going to go back to creative for this next one. So like I said, guys, if you place down a bed inside the nether, you know it explodes. Well, if you try and set a spawn point in the overworld using the respawn anchor, the outcome is exactly the same. Now, you are able to go 1, 2, 3, and 4. Once you try to do this, it's gonna explode. Exactly like that. So be very, very careful. Please don't destroy my signs. Please do not destroy my signs. We kind of need these for today's video. There we go. Let's get rid of you. So, big changes, and I think this is all about parity. I'm not sure how the Java community is going to feel about this. When fishing, treasure loot can only be obtained by fishing in open waters. AFK fishing ? That is exactly what it says on the changelog. Now, I've not had a full chance to AFK fish, but you can still get garbage stuff. I think in terms of your enchanted books, your enchanted fishing rods, your enchanted bows and stuff like that, they are going to become a lot rarer. So AFK fishing has had a massive nerf in this latest version. I think the community's not going to be happy about that. But yeah, you're going to have to fish in open water in order to try and obtain yourself the treasure loot. A good change, I kind of like this one. Bees have now been reduced for their wander distance, so bees would go really far. It says here, reduce bee wander distance to around 22 blocks, so they're not going to go super, super far, and you're going to lose them for a long time. Something that's been introduced to pirates. It says, parrots imitate hostile mobs less often. I kind of feel inclined to get parrots now. One of the most annoying things with parrots is they imitate the mobs non-stop. It's annoying. That has now been fixed and changed. Parrots do not imitate hostile mobs when on peaceful. New mood detection algorithm for cave sound. So I think this is basically you going from above ground to then going into caves, so the ambient sounds change. Now, I've not fully experienced this yet, but I'm guessing cave sounds are going to be a little bit more frequent when you are inside of a cave. And in terms of changes this week, that's all we have. And when I say that's all we have, I am so happy to have the introduction of this. I think this is going to be a super, super important thing for Minecraft players. And I do want to mention, if you try and do this inside the end, the same is the exact same as the overworld. You cannot set spawn in the end. But as of today, which is the 18th of March 2020, you are able to set spawn in 2 dimensions. The overworld and, of course, the nether. Guys, if you did enjoy today's video, please be sure to hit that like button. If you could share today's video, it helps other people find my channel and find the videos they are looking for. So have a great day, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.